Title IX is a 38-word law that says that no person shall be denied the benefits of participation in or be excluded from a federally funded activity on the basis of sex.
This is my passion. I've been competing in track and field since I was in the 6th, 7th grade. And now I'm losing that opportunity. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's equal.
James Madison University is just one of many schools struggling to comply under the rules of Title IX. Mark Rinker's track team was one of 7 men's teams cut at JMU.
I think the proportionality is definitely the reason why these cuts have happened. Like at JMU, we're 60-40, so that means that 40% of our athletes have to be male and 60% have to be female. So right there, it's taking away a lot of opportunities from men.
Unfortunately, now we're seeing nationwide eliminations of many successful men's programs. JMU cut over half of its athletics program for men in order to come into compliance with Title IX. The law itself, fabulous. Interpretation, not so much.
The current regulations today that implement the law are the problem. And they say if women don't participate at the same rate as men, that the number of men that play sports has to be limited.
Jessica Gavora is the communications director for the College Sports Council and is finding that the law 35 years later is leaving men outside looking in.
There are differences in the way men and women participate in sports. If you look at intramural sports or club sports, more men out participate women in those sports by a factor of 3 or 4. 5 or 6 in some campuses. They come out to play those sports at greater numbers, much greater numbers than women.
The last time I checked, there's going to be 18,000 on Sunday. So if that's how you're going to talk, I got to find a point guard that's going to play for us.
There is an excitement for women's basketball at the University of Maryland. They are drawing record numbers in attendance. The team is seen on national television. And head coach Brenda Fries believes Title IX has helped focus the spotlight on women's sports.
I think Title IX, has helped women across the board. You look in terms of participation numbers, whether it's women's basketball, soccer, field hockey, lacrosse. I mean, just, how many more girls are growing up playing the sport.
We don't want to use Title IX to take away opportunities for men. We want to use it to add opportunities for women. We run a tight ship in terms of watching our finances so we can support those teams well. And we really have made a commitment to doing it by adding opportunities for women, not on the backs of our men's teams.
Kathy Worthington is one of 3 people in charge of keeping Maryland athletics in compliance with the law. And although her athletic department has great success, she understands the difficulty for smaller institutions.
The law is good. It's the application of it that needs tweaking. And every campus, how they're going to do that, needs to look at their own situation and decide which one of the ways they can meet that law, because there are like 3 different ways, is best for them.
What was best for James Madison could not have been worse for Mark Rinker. And a law that was created to ensure equality for women may now be doing that at the expense of the men.
I think as more and more parents see their sons losing opportunities, as more and more women on campus today stand up and say, this law is ultimately an insult to us, it's demeaning, we're not victims, that's going to help, and it's going to help people understand that some, great injustice really is occurring here.
I think that everybody should have the equal opportunities to play their sport, to pursue their passion. Roughly 500 men's track and field cross-country programs have been dropped combined in the last 30 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of teams that are, a lot of people that are losing their sports. I won't be able to compete next year at all, so, it's taking a big part of my life away from me.